Welcome, beautiful beings of love and light, to tonight's Yoga Nidra practice. I base these classes on the astrology of the moon, the sign, that the moon is in on the day I teach. So tonight the moon is in Gemini, and it just entered Gemini early this morning. It is coming from Taurus, which is very grounded earth energy, into Gemini, this very movement oriented air energy. So earth to air is the transition that we're all experiencing. And I invite you, since it is eclipse season, to begin to think about, or to just allow for the possibility of the Gemini energy to be a bit different for you this time. Instead of it being all about indecision and kind of this inner battle of the mind, this or this, this or this, which one, to allowing it to be more about the clarity that you know that you possess when you listen within. And Gemini is a beautiful energy for inward gaze and inward listening and heart-centered wholeness, because it is, excuse me, I hope this doesn't stay with me the whole class. It is the energy of the twins. It's the twins of the zodiac, and we all possess dual and two qualities, energies, natures within us. We are at once the divine masculine, and not only the adult masculine energy, but also the child. And simultaneously, we are all the divine feminine, and not only the adult feminine, but also the child. So this class tonight is a powerful reframe, a more evolved way to work with the Gemini energy, because eclipses transform us. And we were experiencing Uranus in Taurus, which is this vast, tumultuous change in a sign of stability and grounded wholeness in the physical realm. And so the invitation here with this shift now into Gemini is that it's not confusion, it's not an overwhelm of unexpected, that we are holding multiplicity, all of the aspects of our being in awareness, seeing everything as it unfolds. This is the moment that we realize we are not one voice. Within each of us is a conversation, a divine invitation. Let this class tonight lean into the energy of, instead of which one is right or wrong for me, can I instead listen deeply enough that the integration of not only both, but all the parts of myself become the clarity I'm seeking. Tonight we work with the inner masculine, structure, direction, protection. The inner feminine, intuition, feeling, receptivity, and our inner children, who symbolize play, whether it be dancing and creativity or physicality and testing the boundaries of strength, vulnerability that can be sharing of ourselves without the awareness that it could be even judged ever. It's the innocence of just stating the truth very plainly and truth. Our inner children know truth better than anyone. Children in general know truth more than anyone, and they'll tell you without shame or without fear or presumption of being judged. They state what is, what they see, what they hear, what they witness, what they experience. They don't yet know that anything is or could be wrong. So we're not trying to fix any of our parts because we are not broken. Tonight we are letting all of our parts, the duality, the multiplicity, speak. And we are holding space to hear them. Take your time tonight. I recommend always taking your time, but especially tonight. Take the time to listen to each of the parts of you and try to be that vulnerable, innocent child that hears what it hears and it doesn't doubt or question. It just states what it heard. Most psychics, mediums, channelers, intuitives, starseeds that I know were told at some point that what they heard, what they saw, what they knew, what they felt wasn't real. They were doubted and judged and made to believe that their reality was not, in fact, reality. Imagine the healing, the magic that could have taken place had they never had any reason to believe anything other than what was true and real for them. Imagine what your life could be like. And I hope it already is. But imagine the possibility of just doing and being and choosing and saying and hearing and creating exactly what channels through you. With no judgment of good, bad, right, wrong, now, later. With complete surrender to our experience in this human form as truth. I invite you to leave space tonight and let silence do its work on you and within you. Welcome. Settle in. Allow your body to begin to feel like it is the closing of the day. There's nothing more to pick up, only to put down. Let's untangle, unmesh, leave for now, let go, release, untwine with others and the energies of the day, and simply allow ourselves to rest. Find yourself in a lying down position that's comfortable for you. The only real requirement of Yoga Nidra practice is that your head, all the way down to your tailbone, is on the same plane. That's already a physical impossibility because our spine is curved. So the best that we can do is to mentally arrange our body along a straight line and allow for the space between those curves of the spine to just be, right? The earth and the air. The points of the body that are grounded, back of the head, shoulder blades, hips, thighs, buttocks, backs of the calves, backs of the heels, elbows, perhaps the knuckles or some part of the forearm. And then also acknowledge the air, the space, the curve of the neck, the armpits, the space behind the knuckles or the space between the fingers. The gentle curve of the low back, the space behind the knees, the little curves behind the ankles. And if they're not already, let your arms widen a bit so they're at least as wide as the hips and a little bit further. And let your legs do the same. Let them open up, expand out to the sides so they're also wider than the hips. Let your toes fall out to the sides. Let your palms face up in a gesture of receiving all that is above, to allow it to come to the below within you. Allow your head to maybe rock a few times before we get into our intention. Allow your jaw to relax and your mouth to gape open. It's fine. We don't force in a Yoga Nidra practice. We let go, we release. The things that we strive for are stillness and silence. And actually, we do not strive to sleep. It's a bit of a trick of the brain, which is thinking a lot, perhaps overthinking, and during this Gemini moon, we sort of trick the mind by telling it, do not sleep, stay awake. This sort of puts the mind in a space of wanting to sleep more because you've told it you cannot. So stay awake, stay still, and only listen. Yoga Nidra begins now. The Gemini moon is an inner conversation. It is finding clarity through the twins. The twins are not two opposing forces, but two reflections of the same consciousness. Allow your body to feel supported completely for just this moment. Adjust everything. If you need a blanket, a small pillow, an eye covering, get them now. Let yourself be held by the environment you have chosen. Acknowledge there is nothing more that you need. The conditions are perfect. Gemini is the air. It's the movement, the thought, communication. And tonight, for once, we are not chasing thoughts or information or trying to figure something out. We are listening beneath the thoughts. As you feel the back of the body meeting the earth itself, let the earth also receive you. Inhale through your nose. Long inhale. And then exhale through your mouth. Allow every last drop of breath to leave the body through your mouth, just as you would let every last drop of breath in on your inhale. As on the in, so on the out. Say to yourself as you breathe, I am willing to listen to all parts of myself. Pause. As you exhale, there is nothing to fix, only something to hear. It is time to set your sankalpa, or the intention for your practice. It is a short statement, easy words. Allow them to come to you. Once it does, you will state it 3 times with full feeling, and awareness. If one is not coming, remember, this moon is not about becoming someone new. It is about becoming whole. You can ask if all parts of yourself felt safe to speak. What would you need to remember? Perhaps your Sankalpa, if one has not arrived, might be, I trust my inner voice. I welcome all parts of myself. I listen with compassion. I am whole and unique, just as I am. What resonates most with you for what you need tonight during this time, particularly around the eclipses? What's the softest, most gentle and kind intention to set? When you have chosen it, repeat it silently to yourself 3 times. Let it settle into the body. I'll wait. We will now move into mapping the inner field. I will take you through the awareness of the physical body. As I go from point to point, so will your awareness. No movement. Simply repeating to yourself the part of the body in your mind and becoming aware of that part. No movement. No sleeping. Visualize the part as I say them. As you repeat the name and become aware of it. Imagine you are learning the landscape of your manifested being. The practice always begins with the right side. Become aware of your right hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth, all right 5 fingers together. Right palm, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, side, waist, hip, buttock, thigh, hamstring, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole, right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth, all 5 toes together. Visualize all your right toes together. The practice always continues with the left side. Go to the left of your physical body. Become aware of the left hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth, all 5 left fingers together. Left palm, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, side, waist, hip, buttock, thigh, hamstring, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole, left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth, all 5 toes together. The left side of the physical body correlates to the right hemisphere of the brain, the feminine. The right side of the body correlates to the left hemisphere of the brain, the masculine. Now make your consciousness ready to travel alternately, right and left, from the toes up to the top of your head. Start from the right big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth, all right 5 toes together. Continue to the left big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth, all 5 left toes together. Right sole, left sole, both soles. Right heel, left heel, both heels. Right ankle, left ankle, both ankles. Right calf, left calf, both calves. Right knee, left knee, both knees. Right thigh, left thigh, both thighs. Right hamstring, left hamstring, both hamstrings. Right buttock, left buttock, both buttocks. Right hip, left hip, waist, lower part of the abdomen, upper part of the abdomen, the whole abdomen, navel, stomach. Right side, left side. Right chest, left chest, center of the chest, depression of the chest, whole chest. Right shoulder, left shoulder, right armpit, left armpit, right arm, left arm, right elbow, left elbow, right forearm, left forearm. right wrist, left wrist, right palm, back of the hand, left palm, back of the hand, right thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth, all 5 fingers together. Right shoulder, left shoulder, right collarbone, left collarbone. Depression of the neck, the back of the neck, the whole neck. Become aware of your head and face, your chin, lower lip, upper lip, both lips. Become aware of your right cheek, your left cheek, both cheeks, your right ear, your left ear, both ears, all the teeth, tongue, right nostril, left nostril, nose, tip of the nose, root of the nose, whole nose, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, both eyebrows, eyebrow center, right temple, left temple, forehead, back of the head, crown of the head, whole face, whole head. Become aware of your back, the right shoulder blade, the left shoulder blade, both shoulder blades together, the center of the shoulder blades, and the upper back, the center of the back, and the lower back, the right side of the back, the left side of the back, the whole back together, the whole spinal cord. From Muladhara up to Ajna, visualize the whole spine, not only the external bony vertebrae, but the delicate interior spinal cord as well. Visualize the whole spinal column like a rod, a corrugated rod, lying on the floor. It is like a chain made out of rings of living bone, which have been laid in a straight line. Feel every part of it, from Muladhara up to Ajna. Feel the entirety of your being, the entire field. Your eyes and ears and nose and lips, tongue and jaw and throat. This is the space where all voices arise. Everyone is heard here, particularly the space between the brows. Ajna. Visualize from the space behind your eyes and between your eyebrows, just your spine lying here. Only visualize the spine and not any other part of the body. Feel as if you are standing nearby and watching it. At the very bottom of the spine, see a stem emerging from the inside. At the top of the stem, a flower is forming, and around the flower are several leaves, beautiful green, round leaves, with drops of dew glistening on them like pearls. If you shake the leaves, the pearls fragment into many small beads. If you shake them again, the small beads come together again to form big pearls. If you shake the leaves, they separate again. And again the water comes together and then disperses and fragments, every time anew. The lotus flower at Muladhara is dark red with 4 petals. You are looking at it from the top because the root is underneath the spinal cord, which is lying here on the earth. Then at the base of the spine in Swadhisthana, see the vermilion lotus with 6 petals. The leaves also have drops of water on them, just like those in Muladhara. You can shake them in the same way as you did in Muladhara, and all the water disperses into many pearl-like drops. The water never touches the petals of the lotus flower. Though the lotus is rooted in the bottom of the pond, and it rises up through the water, its petals are never wet. The sages and yogis advise us always to be as detached from everything in the whole universe as the lotus leaf is from the water. It is completely non-attached. The lotus comes from water. It only survives due to the water, yet it does not get wet. The water cannot touch it. In the same manner, we all live in the world. We eat and enjoy and suffer. We practice sadhana and do many things. Yet we should be attached from all of this. Now at Manipura, behind the navel, visualize a 10-petaled yellow lotus. See the leaves underneath, sparkling with pearl-like drops of dew. Behind the heart at Anahata chakra, see a 12-petaled blue lotus. It also has many leaves underneath, covered with many fine drops of dew. Visualize it. At Vishuddhi, behind the throat, is a 16-petaled purple lotus with many leaves under it, and dewdrops shining on them like pearls. And the radiant full moon is above, in Gemini, about 3 inches away. And above Ajna chakra at the top back of the head is Bindu. And there you will find the bright moon. And if you go still further, above the moon, another 3 inches away, you see the 1,000-petaled bright red lotus at Sahasrara. There are so many petals at Sahasrara, and the water droplets are like gleaming corals all around the bottom of them. Go to the moon again. It is so quiet, tranquil, peaceful, and cool. Then go to Ajna. See the dewdrops on the leaves in Ajna, in Vishuddhi, in Anahata, in Manipura, in Swadhisthana, in Muladhara. As the moonlight strikes them, the drops of water on the leaves shine like hundreds of jewels. Some look simple, like pearls, and others look like coral. Depends on your angle of vision. They are shining like diamonds, like nuggets of gold and silver, like many moons, like stars. And the flowers are only able to be seen due to the light reflected from those brightly shining jewel drops. Again, visualize Muladhara, the root, with all the leaves and dewdrops on them. Then Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Ajna, Bindu, Sahasrara. In Sahasrara, see the 1,000 petals, the leaves with the droplets of water shining like jewels, and feel the qualities of the different chakras, whatever sensations are emanating from them. Sahasrara, Bindu, Ajna, Vishuddhi, Anahata, Manipura, Swadhisthana, Muladhara. Your whole body is on a lotus flower now. Your body is lying relaxed on a lotus, and the flower is emerging into your physical body. Bring awareness to the breath. Let it be natural, without effort. Begin to notice the inhale, receiving, and the exhale, expressing. Notice the inhale, listening, and the exhale, speaking. Gemini is the bridge between inner and outer, between above and below. As you breathe, imagine the breath moving like a bridge between different parts of you. Inhale gathers information. Exhale offers information. Repeat to yourself as you breathe. I listen. I respond. Let the breath teach you its own rhythm. There's no rush. There's no training required. Let the body's natural process be your guide. Inhale as you count down from 27 to 1. 27, listening. 27, speaking. 26, receiving. 26, expressing. And so on. Gemini is the bridge between the inner and outer. And as you breathe, imagine the breath moving like a bridge between the different parts of you. 25, listening. 26, speaking. Each inhale gathers information. Each exhale offers expression. I listen. I respond. No rush. Bring awareness to the experience of speaking and recall a moment when you expressed yourself clearly. Feel it in the body, the movement outward, clarity, the articulation. Now release it and bring awareness to silence. A moment when you listened deeply, without planning, without reacting, without rescuing, just receiving. Feel that. Now sense both together. The one who speaks, the one who listens. They are not separate, they are in a relationship. You may repeat, clarity arises when I listen as deeply as I speak. Imagine that you are sitting in a quiet, open space. It could be a room or a meadow, for a place that feels safe. In front of you are 2 chairs, one on your left and one on your right. These are not strangers, they are parts of you. On the left chair, your inner feminine. She may appear as a child, or as a woman, or simply as a presence or crone. Notice her. Notice her posture, her expression, her energy. She carries intuition, feeling, receptivity, and creativity. On the right chair is your inner masculine. Again, notice how this aspect appears. He carries structure, direction, protection, action. Now observe. How are they together? Are they close or distant? Tense or relaxed? We are not changing anything here. We are just noticing the relationship. Now imagine that the inner feminine speaks. Let her share something that she has been holding. Not forcing words, just sensing. What does she want you to feel? What does she need? Give her that. Feel that. Now the inner masculine. What does he want you to know? What does he protect? Does he fear? Notice if there has been a misunderstanding between these two, or if they've been trying to protect you in different ways. Now imagine a third presence entering the space. Your inner child is not divided or polarized, but pure. The inner child is curious and honest and open. And this child sits between the masculine and feminine. Notice what changes within them. The child speaks. What truth does the child carry? Perhaps simple and direct. Now imagine the inner masculine softening, the inner feminine empowered by being seen. Imagine them both turning inward toward the child. Something begins to align, not because one wins, but because all are heard. Now imagine all three figures gently dissolving, and you feel them inside your own body, not as separate, but integrated. A conversation is beginning that lives within you. It is not a conflict, but a collaboration. Bring awareness to the space between your eyebrows once more, that center of inner perception, and imagine a soft light. This is not a place of choosing sides. It is a place that sees all perspectives. From here, there is no need to rush decisions. We base everything on clarity and allowing it to emerge. I allow clarity to form. Clarity is revealed, not forced, when all voices are heard. It is time now to remember your resolve and your sankalpa. Repeat the sankalpa. Repeat it silently 3 times to yourself and let it root deeply. You are not becoming someone new. You are remembering your wholeness. And now become aware of this physical body, the gross mortal body. Become aware of its position lying in Shavasana and practicing Yoga Nidra. As a result of this relaxation, the whole body on the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels has become so quiet, tranquil, and peaceful, yet so fresh, revived, and energetic. The whole body. Become aware of the whole body. Become aware of the whole environment, of you and me together in this space. Become aware that I am leading you in Yoga Nidra and that you are practicing it. Become aware of the whole environment. Now, slowly, as you are ready, return to the body, to the room, the temperature of the air, the heaviness of your body, and your breath. Begin to gently move your fingers and toes. Roll your wrists and ankles. Rock your head. Roll to one side and snuggle in. Before sitting up, ask yourself, what part of me is asking to be heard that I have maybe been ignoring? Whenever you're ready, return to a comfortable seat, being gentle with yourself, and hold the conversations that are within you, that are not divided, that are multidimensional. Within this space, clarity resides. Stay in that inner knowing. Slowly begin to open your eyes. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, chant Om. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Tat Chit Ananda, being, consciousness, bliss. Thanks for being here with me, beautifuls. Enjoy the clarity. Message me if you'd like to coach and get even more clarity. I also am holding a women's group, handled, heard, and held, beginning Saturdays, March 27th. Love to see you there. Send me a message. It's virtual. If you'd like to sign up. Take care, beauties.